imbitasyon ng NCPAG para maging guest of honor sa araw na ito. Samantala, unti-unti na pong nagtitipon-tipon ang mga participants ng International Conference ng NCPAG sa loob ng Isla Ballrooms 1 and 2 nitong EDSA Shangri-La Hotel. At mamaya naman sa pagdating ni Pangulong Aquino ay sasalubungin siya ni Senator at NCPAG Alumni Association President Antonio Trillanes IV, UP System President Alfredo Pascual, UP Diliman Chancellor Cesar Saloma, UP NCPAG Dean and Professor Edna Estefania Co, Mandaluyong City Mayor Benjamin Abalos Jr. at EDSA Shangri-La Hotel General Manager Henry Lee. At noong po sa 3 araw na konferensya ay punong-puno na iba't ibang paksa ang kanilang ang kanilang 3 araw na conference. Sa umaga magaganap ang mga plenary session, samantalang sa hapon naman ay isasagawa yung kanilang mga panel. Sa unang araw at pag-uusapan ng public administration and governance education, kasama po dyan yung tradition and emerging challenges in PA education, ang distance education at e-learning. Samantala, bukas naman ang kanilang ikalawang araw ng conference, tatalakayin nila ang excellence, professionalization, innovation, and transformation. Kasama naman dyan yung ecology, ang environment na kabilang din yung climate change at ang citizenship and civil society in governance. Sa huling araw naman ng kanilang conference, ang kanilang tatalakayin ay public administration today and in the future. Dito naman nila pag-uusapan yung tungkol sa human rights, human development, democratization, and the Millennium Development Goals. Samantalang humigit kumulong na 300 national and international participants ang narito ngayon mula sa iba't ibang institusyon at organisasyon. Makikilahok sila bilang conveners. Kabilang po dyan ang Center for Public Administration and Governance Education, ang Association of Schools in Public Administration in the Philippines, ang University of the Philippines Open University, ang Center for Leadership, Citizenship, and Democracy, ang Center for Policy and Executive Development, ang Civil Service Commission, at narito rin po ang Eastern Regional Organization for Public Administration, ang Friedrich Naumann Foundation for Freedom, ang Center for Local and Regional Governance, ang Philippine Society for Public Administration, ang Osaka University ng Japan, ang GIZ ng Germany, ang International Institute for Democracy and Electoral Assistance, ang Galing Pook Foundation, at ang British Council. Samantalang itong National College of Public Administration and Governance ay pioneer at leader ng public administration and governance discipline hindi lamang po dito sa Pilipinas, kundi maging sa buong Asia. Mula nang ito ay maitatag bilang Institute of Public Administration noong 1952. Samantalang kanina po ay nakapanayan po natin ang kasalukuyang presidente ng NCPAG Alumni Association na si Senator Antonio Trillanes IV. Panoorin po natin ang aming panayam. At ngayon po ay makakasama natin si Senator Trillanes, ang kasalukuyang presidente ng NCPAG Alumni Association. Magandang umaga, Senator.
Magandang umaga sa inyo, Shea.
Okay, sir, ano po ba yung inaasahan natin na magaganap dito sa 3 araw na conference ng NCPAG?
Itong International Conference ng NCPAG is also in celebration of our 60th anniversary. At dito, pinag-uusapan natin yung assessment and reflection ng the past 60 years. Tapos, i-discuss din dito ng different resource persons yung kung anong status ng public administration ngayon dito sa Asia, dito sa Philippines, and globally. Yan, dinidiscuss din yung emerging trends sa governance, and ito, lalo na with the new technology and how it can be used in governance and public administration.
Okay, so ano naman po yung pinaka-papel o partisipasyon ng NCPAG Alumni Association sa ganitong mga komperensya?
For this particular conference, we were tasked, yung Alumni Association was tasked to in charge of the Ways and Means Committee, So we are basically producing funds to support this whole conference.
So, si Pangulong Benigno Aquino po ay ang inyong guest of honor sa unang araw ng conference. Ito po ba ay yung unang beses na mangyayari na yung Pangulo po ay magiging guest of honor sa International Conference ng NCPAG? At ano po ba yung inyong reaksyon, yung buong asosasyon po ninyo sa pagdalo po ni Pangulong Aquino?
Sa pagkakaalam ko, ito ang kauna-unahang pagkakataon na nagkaroon ng guest of honor na presidente ang NCPAG sa ganitong conference, no? And natutuwa tayo, no? At binigyan tayo ng panahon ni Pangulo. Alam naman natin kung gaano siya ka-busy. At we're very much eager to listen kung ano yung kanyang mensahe ngayong umaga.
Okay, maraming salamat po, Senator Trillanes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Excellency Benigno Aquino III, President of the Republic of the Philippines. Please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem, to be followed by the invocation to be led by the NCPAG singing administrators.
Bayang magiliw, peles na silanganan, hanap ng puso sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuwing ka na mag-ibig, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisiin. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong baka, may dilagang tula at awit sa pagnayang minamahal. Ang kisap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay nga nagniningning, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magdidinig. Lupa ng araw-arawan, kahit pasing ka, buhay namin sa piling mo. Aming higaya ng may mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo. Father, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, your pardon, Lord. Where there is doubt, true faith in you. Where there's despair, Lord, bring us hope. Where there is darkness, everlasting light. Where there is sadness, Lord, bring us joy. Oh, divine Master, grant that I may not so much need to be consoled.
You may be seated. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the International Conference on Public Administration and Governance, Tradition and Transformation. At this point, may I call on our leading light, the Dean and Professor of UP-NCPAG, Dr. Edna Estefania Co, to give her welcome remarks and conference overview.
Thank you very much. His Excellency, the President Benigno S. Aquino III, Honorable Senator Antonio F. Trillanes IV, President Alfredo Pascual, UP President, Chancellor Cesar Saloma, UP Diliman, Honorable Mayor Abalos, Alumni Vice President Engineer Reynaldo Tagodando, Ms. Riza Hontiveros, esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. On behalf of the University of the Philippines National College of Public Administration and Governance, I welcome you all to this conference. Today, we see a gathering of scholars and practitioners of public administration and governance. This occasion marks a celebration of life not only for the UP-NCPAG, but also for Philippine public administration and governance. The life of UP-NCPAG is tightly intertwined in the life of Philippine governance. The original mandate of the college was to help strengthen the capacity of the Philippine government during a period of reconstruction after the war. Additionally, the college laid down the study and discipline of Philippine public administration through its degree-granting programs. It played a significant role in shaping the architecture of the Philippine bureaucracy through technical assistance in the regionalization of the country in the 1970s, reorganization, and in the substantial crafting of decentralization policies. Today, we continue to contribute in shaping the minds of leaders and practitioners who shape this nation. Indeed, NCPAG has a past, and we hope to continue a legacy of an enlightened public service. This gathering of scholars and practitioners in public administration in the country and in the world takes stock of various streams of governance in the Philippines and in other countries. Through this conference, we wish to seek responsive and effective modalities of governance toward strengthening democracy and human rights, of promoting and making a robust citizen participation in governance, of facing the challenges of disaster management and risk reduction, in delivering better services, and in making our system truly responsive and accountable. We are pleased and honored indeed to have the President of the Republic of the Philippines to grace this momentous occasion of the UP-NCPAG. Through him, we pledge to the country our commitment to continue a public administration that is competent, professional, accountable, and ethical. We share with the President his platform of a transformative leadership and public service. And as we move toward another 60 years, we also commit to revisit our public administration theories and practices through which we may rewrite a viable and people-centered public administration. I welcome you all to this conference. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas, mabuhay tayong lahat.
Thank you, Dr. Ko. At this point, I would like to call on the 20th President of the University of the Philippines, the first President under our new charter designating UP as the national university, and also for his message and introduction of our keynote speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, UP President Alfredo E. Pascual.
His Excellency, President Benigno S. Aquino III, distinguished guests, mga kasamang naglilingkod sa universidad at sa bayan, isang mapagpalayang pagbati sa inyong lahat. My warmest congratulations to the premier and preeminent public administration school in the Philippines, the UP National College of Public Administration and Governance, on the occasion of its 60th founding anniversary. I would also like to congratulate the UP-NCPAG faculty, led by its Dean, Dr. Edna Ko, and its students, staff, alumni, and supporters. Your commitment to honor and excellence, ethical service, and perseverance to the past 60 years have made your college the distinguished institution that it is today. My salute to all of you. The UP-NCPAG was envisioned to be a community of scholars and the nation's premier institution of higher learning in public administration, with the ultimate aim of enhancing leadership, public service, and citizen participation and democratic governance in pursuit of national goals for the common good and the national interest. As I attended meetings and visited regions in the Philippines, since I became president last year, UP president last year, I have been amazed by the sheer number of public officials, members of the House and the Senate, local government officials, educators and researchers, and technical staff of many government offices who identify themselves as UP-NCPAG alumni. Indeed, the UP-NCPAG's history reflects the history of the University of the Philippines. It is a history worthy of honor. It is a history worthy of celebration. Its history and achievements also exemplify the new theme of the university, UP, shaping minds that shape the nation. Much as it has grown and developed through the years, the UP-NCPAG must continue to evolve and provide leadership in public administration, education, research, and service. Some things remain unchanged, such as the search for answers to the basic public administration question of how to get the most done in the fastest way possible with the least amount of cost. Another is the perennial problem of corruption and incompetence in government service. The UP-NCPAG must provide leadership in finding new ways to provide public goods and render public service that ensure the highest social equity in a highly unequal society. And intellectual leadership in finding the balance between the needs and the costs, between power and responsibility, between the public and the private sphere, and between individual right and the national interest. However, much has also changed in the world of governance. As the eminent Dean of the University of Maryland School of Public Policy, Donald Kettle, said, quote, "The challenge facing government administrators in the 21st century is that they can do their jobs by the book and still not get the job done. The challenge is to rewrite the book to get the job done." End of quote. Responding to Dean Kettle's challenge, the UP-NCPAG must rewrite the book on Philippine public administration, drawing inspiration from the tuwid na daan paradigm of the current Philippine administration under President Aquino. And the UP-NCPAG must not only rewrite the book, but share it with those who need it most: government, public and private institutions, and civil society as a whole. As the country's national university, the University of the Philippines is mandated to lead in higher education and national development. I'm confident that the UP-NCPAG is aware and ready to continue its leadership as the premier public administration college in the country. You have and will continue shaping minds that shape our nation. For as long as the words, public office is a public trust, are enshrined in the highest law of the land, the country will continue to look up to and look for the UP-NCPAG. I believe that the UP-NCPAG is up to the task for the next 60 years and beyond. Again, congratulations, and I wish you a fruitful and productive conference. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Benigno S. Aquino III.
Good morning. Please sit down. Senator Sonny Trillanes, Dr. Fredo Pascual, President of the University of the Philippine System, Dr. Cesar Saloma, Chancellor, Dr. Edna Estefaniaco, Mayor Ben Abalos Jr., former Senator Orly Mercado, former Representative Risa Ontiveros Barquel, participants of the International Conference on Public Administration and Governance, Tradition and Transformation, honorable local government officials present, officials, faculty, members, and staff of the NCPAG, fellow workers in government, honored guests, mga minamahal ko pong kababayan, magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat. It is heartening to see a good number of people gathered to talk about public administration and governance, and I'm certainly glad to be here. I must confess this is, I think, my first interaction with NCPAG. Besides, of course, the 2010 elections, where a former member of your faculty, or present member of your faculty, was one of my severest critics. Of course, he forgot to tell us that he was a consultant of one of my competitors. It is in conventions like this where we get the opportunity not just to share ideas with our colleagues from all over the world, but also to listen and learn from one another. So perhaps you will allow me to begin by sharing some of my views on governance. I have always been a firm believer that the mission of government is to take actions to create fairer outcomes for society. And among the jobs of a president is the efficient allocation of resources so that the government can achieve those outcomes. This is the underlying philosophy that informs all of our decisions, which leads one to ask, why is this important?